Okay, hi, I think we're live. Let's see. I think there's like a 5-second delay. Let me know soon if you can see me. Hi Anne, hi Joe. Nice to see you here. How exciting. I'm so nervous. Okay, well, I don't know if we should wait a little while to see if more people come or what, but I don't know. We'll start. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the face camera every time because logistically that was quite a nightmare to set up, but it's looking good. I think we're on. Let me know. Comment if you can hear me, see and hear me. Thank you, Joe. Brilliant. Okay, great. Well, let's get started then. So today, you might have seen in the Patreon post, I'm going to be drawing hands, and I don't know why. So I've got this book here. This is an anatomy book that I use. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I really can't see what I'm doing. I don't know how people do this. Right, okay. I've got this anatomy book, and I am currently looking at some hand references in it. So I'm going to see if I can paint some. But I thought we would start with a flip through of the pages that I've done so far in this sketchbook. So this is the one that I got from Autumn Chu. She sent this to me and another one, and it's lovely and it's going really well. I love it so far. And yeah, I thought I'd show you some of the things I've done so far in it. It's lined with this really cool paper. Oh, lag between the video and sound. I'm not sure, I don't know if I can do anything about that. I literally have no idea what's going on. Hi Liz. Yeah, I think the lag, if it's not too bad, it's on time in my Oh, okay, brilliant. No, good. I'm glad it's fixed itself. I know there's definitely a delay between like what I'm saying now and what you guys can see, but that's fine. I think it's only like 5 seconds. So this is the really nice lining in the front of this sketchbook. And then you've seen this first page. This is the crabs. I saw these on Blue Planet and I decided to paint them. And this went really well. This is like exactly how I would want this kind of painting to turn out. So I was really happy with that. And here I just wrote what they are. I also wrote what I was listening to at the time, which was a Ludovico Einaudi song, which I'm going to talk about a bit later on maybe. I did more crabs. I got a bit excited and I don't know, I got a bit carried away, but this one obviously wasn't much of a success. This one was quite a bit of fun. With these I actually used the, you know, the Zig pens that I use for like line work. They work really well as like watercolours as well. So I only have a red, yellow and blue. So I used that for those and just wetted them. And then this next page is another one that you've seen. This is some Scottish landscapes. Hello, is that Iona? Nice to see you. Good, it's filling up. It's nice to see you all here. Yeah, so these are the Scottish landscapes that I was painting and drawing. This one is Kutaisi, I think it's pronounced, in Georgia, which is another place that Ozzy and I are looking at holiday. I don't know if I mentioned it in the post, but the reason I was drawing these places that Ozzy and I were looking at places that we might want to go on holiday. Oh, I can't remember what I said the first time. Iona. Yeah, we're looking at places that we want to go on holiday, and we're looking at Scotland, we're looking at Georgia because that's where his family's from. Hi Ashley. And Sitges in Spain, and Budapest in Hungary. So I haven't drawn the other two yet, but this is it so far. Ione, thank you. Sorry, I'm such a mess. This was a fun one. This is actually Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel as a Viking, long hair, long beard, father, husband, warrior. It was from this film called The Last Witch Hunter that I caught on telly with mum, and it's not a great film, but he looked pretty good in it as a Viking. I would recommend it just for that if you like Vin Diesel. And then this was a yellowfin tuna that I painted. I have a video of this going up on Wednesday, so you'll see that then. And then this is like a sketch dump of some faces. I'm planning on using this page to kind of carry on, fill out with a few more faces. Same thing on this page. I'm trying to get the hang of drawing faces. I don't really have a style yet that that I like. Like, these have turned out well, but I'm not 100% on them, so I'm going to use these pages to do more faces, and same with this one. I really didn't like this one, but I'm hoping to just flesh it out with a few more. And then this was yesterday morning. I decided to do some hand studies, again from this anatomy book that I've got next to me that I'll be working from today. And gosh, there's loads. Okay, this is from today. I went to Manchester this week and I met my great uncle Philip for the first time, so I decided to draw him. I copied it from a picture that my mum took of me with him. So he actually had his arm around me, but I edited myself out of it and put a little walking stick in instead. And then the last thing I've done in here so far is this a screenshot from the Magnificent Seven. I really like this. I wish you could see it a little bit better. I need to figure out how to get the lighting right in these, but yeah, this came out really well, and that is it so far. So I'm going to go back to the hand page and do some painting. I'm quite nervous about this just because I'm terrible with hands, but we'll see. It doesn't really matter. I'm hoping to give it about an hour, see how we get on, because I mean, I can't be here all night. I'm supposed to be heading out maybe like an hour and a half, because Ozzy's finishing work at 11, so I'm going to go meet him, and I think we're probably just going to get some beers and go back to his and watch a film or something. But yeah, what time is it for everyone else? Did I make the sketchbook? No, this was made for me. Well, it wasn't made for me. Actually, it might have been made for me. There's a lovely lady called Autumn Chu who makes these sketchbooks. They're really beautifully bound. They're all like vintage cover books, and she does different paper inside, whatever you like. I'll leave a link below once I've kind of edited this video and I upload it as an actual video. I'll leave a link below to her Etsy, but I do have it. If you can't be patient, it is linked in my latest video, I think, in the vlog. So yeah, I would love for you to check her out. She makes amazing sketchbooks. Channel Islands, Netherlands, an hour ahead. Okay, cool. So 9:30 at night. I normally would be watching The Voice around now, I think. I was watching it earlier with my mum. Does anyone else watch The Voice? Oh, it's so bad, but it's so good. I'm not going to do a sketch. I'm just going to 2:30 p.m. time. Am I the only person that gets really weirded out by time zones? That like someone's out there in the afternoon and I've already lived this day, you know? This day's almost over for me. Yeah, I'm not going to do a sketch. I'm just going to go straight in with paint and hope for the best. I do prefer like the looseness of it when I do that, but obviously if it goes wrong, then it goes really wrong. Ashley's got away from the kids and hubby. Thank you. Thanks, hubby. Oh, McMafia. I haven't tried McMafia yet. My mum's watching it. I didn't like the name of it. McMafia to me sounds like a McDonald's burger. It just didn't have the effect that I think it was supposed to have. Is it any good? I do like the guy in it. I can't remember what else he was in, but he's got a good mysteriousness to him. Yeah, I'm just literally going straight in with paint and hoping for the best. I've found that if I hold the paintbrush like near the end, it helps again with like the looseness of things. We'll see, guys. I haven't drawn hands, apart from these, I haven't drawn hands in so long, and this could be a real disaster, but you guys won't judge me, will you? I hope not. We'll see people like dropping out of the stream. This is so strange. I'm quite enjoying it so far. I'm still really nervous. Like my hand is literally shaking. But I get nervous making videos still, honestly. I find it really strange to just like sit here talking to cameras and stuff, even when it's just me in my room on my own. I'm a lot better at it now, but definitely still get nervous. I'm just a very nervous person anyway. A lot of my nerves at the moment are just because I'm going out this evening, and that makes me nervous. But I'm like the Hulk, you know, like, because I'm always nervous, I can just live with it. That was a line in the film, I'm sure. I'm glad to know that you're not going to judge me. Thank you. I'm judging myself at the moment. This is looking a little bit jacked up. I feel like I can style it out. Like if I do some fancy shading or something. That is how I get away with drawing bad hands. Just shade it until it looks like it's something that looks remotely like a hand. Shaking hands, adding to the texture. Yeah, we can say that. That's what we'll call it. Texture. A little bit of extra flavour. Okay, that looks pretty awful, but I'm really embracing like bad art at the moment. I'm really not remotely as bothered by it as I used to be, which is good, because I don't know, I feel like I don't know if my art's getting better or if I'm just not as judgmental as I was before, but I think a change of attitude really does make a huge difference. There's quite a few people here now. Welcome everyone. I've made a little like list of things that I could talk about. Since this is like kind of a replacement for the newsletter, I thought it would be cool to still do like the stuff that I'm listening to and stuff that's inspiring me and stuff that I'm watching. So I was saying at the beginning that I wrote down the song that I was listening to when I drew those crabs, and I can't remember the name of the song, but it was by I've got to be crap before it can get better. So true. I was listening to Ludovico Einaudi, and I'm 100% sure that I'm not pronouncing that right, but he did the soundtrack for, or I at least discovered him through the soundtrack of This Is England, which is a film that I'm not sure if people like globally would have heard of, but it's an amazing film. We actually studied it at school in English. Very harrowing and like tragic, but also really funny. Lots of English history, English pride, you know, racial tension, and also like that like punk culture. I don't know if it was punk or there's another word for it, but yeah, the soundtrack for that film is amazing. They've got like the Smiths and Toots and the Maytals as well. Loads of different types of music. But one of the things I discovered through that film was the piano work of Ludovico Einaudi, and that's just how I'm going to pronounce it because I don't know where he's from, like if that's Italian or anything, but yeah, it's really emotive music. It's really peaceful, set in the 80s. Is it set in the 80s? I should know because I wrote so many essays on it, but yeah, 80s. Heard of it but never seen it. I think it depends what kind of films you like, but I think it's worth watching. It's really interesting. It's got like the little boy skinhead. Yeah, it's like skinhead culture. That's what I meant. Is it punk? But yeah, no, it's a great film. The music is amazing. The piano scores that they have in that are so great to work like with in the background. It's just, I don't know, it's really peaceful and almost hypnotic. So I will always put that on. Like I can never listen to those songs too much. I'll always put that on when I'm painting. So that's the first thing I've been listening to. I've also, what else have I been listening to? I've been listening to a lot of James Arthur, which is kind of embarrassing to admit. James Arthur was like a X Factor contestant, and I think he won. Did he win? Yeah, he's not amazing, but I don't know, he's one of those like guilty pleasures for me. Ariana Grande as well is another guilty pleasure for me. I just think she has a really good voice, you know. I don't mind pop music. I don't really know why people will kind of pretend that pop music is not worth listening to just because it's popular. Right, I'm just Impossible. You know what? I never really liked that song, but I had my iPod on shuffle and it came on and I didn't have access to my phone, so it just stayed on, and I was like, oh, I've been missing out on this song for so long. Like, I always skip it, and it's pretty good. Yeah, it is people that think they're too cool for pop music. Yeah, I was saying I think I'm like starting with the darks. I have no real rhyme or reason with colour in this, and this honestly is going to be like a disaster because I can't. Normally I can at least kind of see where I'm going to be going with it, but with this I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just going to keep going until it resembles something. Also, these lights, I don't know if you guys can see properly, but I'm getting like a glare from these lights. I was like panicking earlier because I had obviously practiced setting things up, but this was the first time that I had done it like fully, and I realised that the lighting situation was really, what's the word? Like not good. Like if I move this microphone, it just completely blows things out. So I just have that to like expose things well, and just loads of like weird issues like that I had to combat at the last minute, but I think it's looking pretty good. I was saying at the beginning, I'm not sure if I'm going to do the face every time just because it was a struggle to set up, but let me know if it makes a difference for you guys. I think it's quite cool, but it's also really like scary to know that people are watching me live. Isn't that so strange? I was literally just downstairs with my mum, and I was like, all right, mum, I've got to go. I'm live in 5 minutes. Sam Smith. I love Sam Smith as well. I don't even think he should be a guilty pleasure because he's very, very talented. Like, he's got a really lovely voice. I'm not sure if I've chosen the right colours for this. I was trying to get like a mixing colours type of vibe going. I've got cadmium yellow, cobalt blue, magenta, white and black. So normally it would be, I mean, it's close enough. Yeah, it's close enough. I think I'm not really approaching this with a lot of thought, and I feel like that shows. How am I showing the two screens? I've got two cameras, if that's what you mean. There's a camera here. Oh gosh, I better not do that. Oh, and like having two screens on at the same time, I have a program called OBS that I just saw loads of people using. So, thanks about my hair, Ashley. It's actually really frizzy at the moment, and it's raining outside, and I'm going outside soon, and it's just gonna, you know, which is annoying because it took about an hour to blow dry it, but you know, what can you do? Mother Nature. If the stream goes well, do you think you would want to do more in the future? Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to do it every couple of weeks for you guys. I'm not sure if I would do it on my YouTube channel because that would be a lot of people and that would be so scary. But we'll see. I mean, I never actually thought I would go live ever, so you know, here I am. It's one of those things I think you have to work your way towards. Like if you're someone like me and this kind of thing makes you nervous, I was just taking things one step at a time. Like showing my face in videos was a step, and you know, being more like personal, which is a thing that I'm doing more recently. Just step by step, and like each step that you do once you've done it for a bit, the next step isn't as hard. I'm still like shaking from fear of being live though, so I can't pretend that it's totally fine. I was watching some like old Bailey J live streams to like get myself pumped, get myself in the mood, and she seems like she can just do it like naturally now. I don't know if she was ever nervous. I have no idea what I'm doing. Thank you, Happy Bunny Bev. Yeah. This finger is looking all kinds of messed up. Yeah, it is just a chat between friends, and that's why I wanted to do it, really. It's nice to be able to sit here and talk to people, art people, because I've never really done that. I've never like drawn with friends in that way, really. Not many of my friends do draw. Like, we've done it maybe like at workshops, at festivals and stuff, but then I always feel like a weird pressure to be really good in those kinds of situations. Like, people are going to be looking at me because I'm the one that does art. Oh yeah, we're definitely going for abstract. I gave up on like trying to get accurate colours very early on, and the shapes, you know, we'll see. I like this the lines of the hand, like the line work to start with was not anywhere near accurate. So this is just going to be one that I play with and just like keep poking it until it looks like something. Like those, look at those sausage fingers. So bad. I don't know why you guys put up with me sometimes, honestly. Next time, I'm not doing hands. And yeah, don't worry, Anne. Any questions are welcome. That's what we're here for. Like, that's the main reason I wanted to do this as well. Like, to be able to actually talk and answer questions and be able to be like clear with things. Not just like dip in and say, well, this is what I think, and, you know, leave you with that. It would be nice to have a discussion. I always love it when other people get involved as well, because there's a lot of like shared knowledge here. I've learned a lot from you guys. That's why I'm always asking for suggestions. Like, every decision I make, I have to ask you guys first, because there's always someone that has an idea that I haven't even thought of. I kind of like it. I quite like the different colours that we have going on. This finger, I really don't like that. Like, I've got it on a screen so I can see what you see. Hello, Polo! Oh my god, good morning. Yeah, we've not been on for too long. You haven't missed too much. See, I love the discussion. Like, people have such different insights. Everyone has their own little area of expertise that they may not even realize is useful, because they don't really realize that other people don't see things like that. That's why I do feel so like incredibly lucky to be able to do this kind of thing, because I'm getting this massive wealth of knowledge that's coming straight from other people that you rarely would see anywhere else. In regards to whether to get the gouache or acrylic gouache from Holbein, I have preferred the gouache, but you might want to try another brand. If Winsor & Newton is easier for you to get, then they're a great way to go. I really like Royal Talens as well. The acrylic gouache is nice. I haven't used it very much, and I thought I would use it more. It's like it's not bad. I feel like I'm making it sound like it's bad, but it takes some getting used to, and I'm not really a like getting used to kind of person. I don't really have a lot of patience. I don't like not being good at things, and there's like a learning curve with acrylic gouache that I think I at the time didn't have the patience for. I'll definitely try it again, but if I had to recommend one, I would say go for gouache and not the acrylic. But it's up to you. It depends, really. It depends. What are you looking for in the paints? What do you want from them? How do I go about choosing colours where the colours are abstract? Well, honestly, in this case, I'm just kind of messing about. Like, I can tell you now, there's no rhyme or reason at the moment. But what I am looking at is value. So, like if this was black and white, it would still look the same, you know? I was going to say it would still look like a hand, but I don't think it looks like a hand yet. Yeah, I like you can really just throw any color at anything. Obviously it looks nicer when the colors harmonize in some way, but as long as the value's right, then whatever you're drawing is still going to translate as the thing that you're drawing. Like your eyes and your brain are going to recognize that as what it's supposed to be. That's why when you see those like pop art and different paintings that are really out there in color, you still know what you're looking at. It's all about the values, and how I'm judging values at the moment is just like once I've got one thing down, I can kind of see how one color sits next to another, and you know, if it doesn't work, especially with gouache, how it dries differently to how it is wet, I can just go back and rework it if it's not making sense. See, I would love to learn a lot more about colour. I definitely need to. I've never used a colour wheel properly just because I wouldn't really know where to start, to be honest. There is that Adobe colour website thing that's been really helpful. It like you put in a few colours that you want to use and it will kind of make different schemes out of it. So that's cool. That's another thing I'll leave a link to. I need to start writing a list of all the things that I'm saying I'm going to leave links to. Sorry about that. I feel like over time I will iron out my kinks and get more of a smoother thing going on here. I'm never gonna paint hands again because this is, I mean, it's actually quite fun. And also another thing I like about talking while I'm drawing is that I really am not like fussing over anything, and that is one of my biggest things, just like focusing on details and making everything perfect. When I'm talking and painting, it's like I can really just play with it without getting in my own way. I like painting when I'm on the phone. That's always good. Like you hang up and then realize that something's just like materialized in front of you. That's a lot of fun. I don't think I have a proper grasp of colour, to be honest, and that's not me being like down on myself. Like I would love, you know, when you see paintings that just really sing, like they really they're so clever in the way they use colour. I would love to be able to make sense of that one day. Painting and Skyping. See, I suppose this is as close as I'll get to that, because I can't imagine who I'd be who I'd be Skyping with. Drawing warm-ups. I don't like explicitly go out of my way to do a drawing warm-up, but like my first drawing of the day, hey cheeky peach, yeah, it is gouache. It is the Holbein, see that? Yeah. I was saying I've got white, cadmium yellow, cobalt blue, magenta, white and black. I said white and black. What was I saying? Warm-ups. Yeah, no, I don't. Like I like to start with some like just casual sketches, but sometimes I'll just jump right into a painting. And like today I did this sketch in bed, and then I decided that I'd carry on and watercolor it. And then I went on to do some painting and didn't really enjoy it, and so just kind of left it at that. But no, I don't know what zentangling is, to be honest. What is zentangling? Yeah, zentangling. Is it zentangle a shape? I don't think I've ever heard that before. It sounds geometric, I'll say that, but yeah, I don't know what zentangling is. I've never tried it, but I might try it. Bunch of patterns and shapes on a page. I do like doing that kind of thing, but I can never really commit like time to it. I'm quite an impatient person, and I like to see results. I have been doing a few fun practices though, from this book I read about mindful drawing, and it's the most incredible. Well, look, if it helps with anxiety, then I need it. Yeah, mindful drawing has been so fun, and one of the practices in that is drawing your hand with your eyes closed, which sounds kind of crazy, but it really just connects you with your body, and just with the act of drawing as well. Yeah, this is actually one of my postage plastic things, and I just peel off the sticky bit that you seal the little plastic envelope with and stick it on my desk, put a little bit of tape on it, and then like I have loads of these because I don't like to throw away when I have these big lumps. I just keep them, and then I can just spritz it, and then yeah, I've got I've got one here. You see, yeah, I've got them all over. It's a really good idea, but it feels, even though I'm keeping them, it feels a bit wasteful. I'm trying to be a bit less plastic, you know. I'm trying to cut down on my waste at the moment. Just got another menstrual cup. I'm going to give that another go. I tried it last year and I liked it, and then I didn't like it. And no, I didn't like it, then I liked it, and then I didn't like it. So I'm going to try it again because I'm so sick of buying tampons, and I'm so sick of the waste. I don't know how I got talking about plastic. I've been on like a massive tangent, but I was talking about the things that I've been watching and listening to. So we did James Arthur, Ludovico Einaudi. I've been watching... I watched this witch hunter thing with Vin Diesel as a Viking, As I said, not a great film, but interesting. Different brands of cups. The first one I got, I'll be honest, was not not a proper legit brand, I don't think. The one I have now is like a organic cup, I think, which I think is quite a good one. I would have got the moon cup because I think that's like the best one you can get, but I needed it like pronto, so that the organic cup was the one that was like being delivered Amazon Prime next day. So I'll see. I might try different brands. IUD. What's that? Is that like the copper coil? Fake stained glass. I think my neighbours would think I'm crazy if I hung these up on the window. Right, I might jump onto the other hand just to shake things up a bit. Yeah, I actually was thinking about getting that the IUD because I came off the pill like pretty much this time last year. I was really done with hormones and stuff. And the IUD isn't as hormony, I don't know. But at the moment, I don't want to mess about with, I don't know. I mean, I'm going for my cervical whatever soon, so maybe we'll talk about it then. My first smear. Who'd have thought this is what we'd be talking about on the stream? Right. Vin Diesel, Last Witch Hunter, right? He's a... yeah. I was on the pill for like 5 years and I really liked it, and then I just got very unstable. So I just decided I'd take a break from like outside things having an influence on me. Yeah. The Last Witch Hunter is a film with Vin Diesel. He's a Viking and a warrior. There are witches and a curse, and then Vin Diesel is immortal. Elijah Wood is in it. Like I said, it's not a great film, but Vin Diesel as a Viking, you really can't ask for more. Just Vin Diesel with hair in general was a sight to be seen. I also watched Total Recall for the first time. I feel like there are a few films called Total Recall because that's not what I thought Total Recall was. The one I saw was Colin Farrell, and like some alternate reality stuff. It went on a bit and it was kind of predictable, but it was a good like Sunday afternoon film. Ooh, I watched the first episode of Vin Diesel with hair. You have to, like, even if you just look up screenshots of this film, it's called The Last Witch Hunter. Oh, so good. So is there another Total Recall then? Is it the same story but different actors? Because it just wasn't what I was expecting it to be. Like, yeah, it was it was just quite bad, wasn't it? It was one of those where I wanted to see it through to the end just to see like if they were going to pull it out of the bag and do something surprising, but no, not really. Oh, is that the big guy, the Icelandic actor in The Last Witch Hunter? That's funny, Cheeky Peach. We might get shut down by the American Secret Service if you keep saying mean things about the president. Yeah, what was I saying? Black Mirror. I watched the first episode of the new Black Mirror. I really liked it. Oh my god, I really liked it. A lot of people were saying that this one wasn't as Yeah, the character with the 3 boobs. Yeah. um, what was I saying? Someone said 3 boobs and I've been distracted. Black Mirror. So people were telling me that there are only 2 good episodes out of the new set of Black Mirrors, which I don't know. We'll see. I'm really not picky, as you can probably tell about the things I watch. So I'm really I'm quite easily impressed. So I pretty much would be happy with anything. But I really liked the first episode. It reminded me of Galaxy Quest. Don't spoil Black Mirror if you've seen it. I've only seen the first one. Yeah, has anyone else seen Galaxy Quest? I love that film with Tim Allen and I think that's the Snape actor guy whose name I should know. Oh, I love X-Files as well. You know, they've got a new X-Files. I don't know how new it is, but I saw an advert for it and I was like, why are they doing that? Like, I love it, but I just don't think it suits the current climate. I don't know. It was such a good thing as an old retro kind of series. Now, I don't know. Yes, Galaxy Quest and Alan Rickman. Yes. Oh my god. I love Galaxy Quest. X-Files. Very new, very painful. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch the new X-Files. I just can't. I'm happy with my old X-Files memories, and we'll leave it at that. Galaxy Quest though, I need to watch that. I'm gonna write that down for myself to remind myself that I need to. Because I used to love that film. Yeah, I do. I really like Gillian Anderson. She's a great actress, but also she seems like a really nice person. Do you ever get that with people on telly where you just think, I like you. I like the vibe you give off. I'm liking this second-hand more than the first one, even though it needs some fixing up. This first one obviously isn't finished, but I'm really enjoying the new office area. It's really hot because there's a radiator right here. But no, it's really nice to have the separation, and every time I walk in here, because I have to walk kind of through it to get to where the boiler is and where my coat and stuff is, and my exercise bike, I have to walk around, and every time I step in here I'm like, oh, I love it in here, because it's a place of happy memories already. And I think I'm consciously making an effort to say to myself, oh, I love it in here every time I walk in here, just so that I can keep that vibe, keep that kind of attitude, because I am a believer that the things you say become your reality. So yeah, I try to say positive things. That's how I became more confident in how I look. I used to be so insecure about how I looked. I could go down my whole body and list all the things about myself I would change. And then one day I just started pretending in the mirror, oh wow, look, I'm so pretty. And then over time, I don't know if I actually got better looking or if I just changed my mind about myself. But I would recommend positive self-talk. Yeah, I watched a video recently about people that are scared of using colour. The tip that the guy gave was basically use as many colours as possible and just like make a mess and see how bad it can be, just so you can, I don't know, pull it back. And you're just always learning. You're always learning along the way. So yeah, and this is the kind of thing that, like, when I'm flipping through, I'm gonna like seeing this. I'm gonna like the look of that, even though, like, this is so bad, this hand, I hate it, but I like how it pops out of the page. Yeah, faking it till you make it is hard at first, because you feel like you're making fun of yourself at first. Like, when you're like, oh, look how pretty I am, and then you're like, wow, not. But over time, I definitely need to practice it more in other aspects. Like, I'm still not a confident socializer, but then again, it's another thing that I'm good at pretending. Like, if I tell people I'm shy, they're like, what? No way. But then, to be honest, usually I'm like on a night out and I've been drinking, and then I wish I was shy in those situations. I always look back on a night out and I'm like, oh my god, why did I say that? Why did I do that? Oh my god, I'm so embarrassing. Why do I have friends? I'm not that bad, by the way. Making myself sound like a raging alcoholic that's like falling all over the place. I'm just one of those like proper overthinkers where, like, I'll look back on everything I've said and be like, oh my god, what are people thinking? That's my main thing. I'm always like, what do people think of me? Do they think I'm embarrassing? Do they think I'm like a fraud? It's like a therapy session. This is not a Strathmore. This is a custom made sketchbook. So it's got white pages, brown pages. This is just quite a thin brown paper. But it is just like, you know, craft paper. It's that same colour. Like, it's your usual brown paper. I've never actually had a toned paper sketchbook, and I've always wanted one, which is why when this lovely lady, Autumn, contacted me and said she was making sketchbooks and she'd like to send me one, I said, like, I see that you have some with brown paper. Could I ask for one with brown paper? And she was like, yeah, sure. And I love it. It looks so good just on its own, and then anything you do on it just like properly stands out. Like, this is one of my favorite things, especially when you use gouache on a toned paper. It just like punchy. This hand is going so much better. I really like the colors on here. I don't know how I did that. Did I find her on Etsy? She found me. Oh yeah, imposter syndrome. Yeah, that is majorly me. Like, when I post a video, I get kind of like embarrassed, or I'm thinking, because I know that a lot of people that I watch my videos, so I'm thinking, oh my god, they're gonna see this, they're gonna think, like, who does she think she is? Which obviously, like, they're all lovely people and they would never think that, but I see how amazing they are and I think, oh my god, like, they can see through me. Like, they know what they're talking about and I'm just pretending. But yeah, that is imposter syndrome, and what can you do? As long as you're still getting up and doing things and not letting it take over, you're winning. I think I'll probably always feel like that anyway. Like, I'm never going to know everything, so I'm always going to have this sense of faking it. Just got to live with it. Just fake it really well. Would I recommend the Mossery ones for watercolour and mixed media? I would. The paper, really good. I won't use one again purely because I don't like ring-bound sketchbooks, which is something that I learned from using that sketchbook. It just doesn't work for me. Like, as you can see, I like kind of running over from one page into another, and I really couldn't do that in there. I tried, didn't work out. So yeah, but the paper, if you like a ring-bound sketchbook, the paper is really nice. The covers are gorgeous. It's a nice sketchbook. I just wish they did like different versions. think imposter syndrome must be a thing for anyone that creates in any way. Like, no one is ever gonna be the best. Like, you can literally never be the best because there's always gonna be someone that doesn't like what you're doing. I'm not sure if that ties into imposter syndrome, but we're constantly criticizing ourselves, I think. But I think in a way sometimes that pushes you to just keep doing better. Like, I'm always so excited to learn new things. I'm going to be trying oils soon. My goal for next month is to start using oils, which is really scary, but I've wanted to do it for so long. I just thought, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. If anyone has used oils, I would love to know if you have any recommendations on which ones, because I haven't bought any yet. I don't even know. I don't know where to start. But yeah, like a cheap but good, please. Cheap but good oils. Does anyone know? I'm gonna watch some Skillshare classes. I've already saved like a little small handful of Skillshare classes to ease me in. Speaking of Skillshare as well. Yes, right? This bottom hand is working, isn't it? A little bit more than this one anyway. Yeah, that is like, that's 100% it. Like, only the first person can be the best. Like, you're constantly going to be comparing yourself for the rest of your life. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm planning on... They have water-soluble oils. I didn't even know that was a thing. See, this is what I was talking about. Expertise. Yeah, I'm thinking of... I feel like I'm making it really hard for you guys, where I just jump from one thing to another, but my brain is like... I'm thinking about teaching a Skillshare class. So I would love to know, A, if you guys would be interested in that, but B, I mean, I have a few ideas on things that I would like to teach, but if there's anything that you think that I might have, like, I don't know, knowledge of or information on that you might be able to find useful, let me know. You don't have to let me know right now, but I'm like brainstorming at the moment, and I'm talking to people at Skillshare to just kind of see how it would work. Yeah, I've wanted to do that for a while. One of my goals for this year is to teach a class. I wrote that on my goals. I was either going to do it on Skillshare or like make a video and put it on Gumroad. But I think Skillshare at the moment is my best option, especially because I am talking to people at Skillshare. Like, I feel like they can really ease me into the teaching game. I'm glad to see that you guys would be excited for that gouache class. Oh, yeah. See, that's one of those things where I feel like, oh, do I know? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I feel like that would be like a good place for me to start. I didn't think I'd be getting through all my paint. What time is it? Oh gosh. Let's see. Time is going really quickly. Is that just me? I feel like time goes really quickly when I'm painting anyway, but this especially. Buildings. Thanks, Jade. Okay, gouache. Yeah. One of the people I was talking to at Skillshare sent me loads of really helpful classes on teaching, which was great. They've got stuff on like the setup you should have and how you can market it even. Because remember when I was having trouble with AdSense, thanks Ione, someone who teaches on Skillshare, Yasmina Creates, she does watercolor stuff. She reached out to me and she said, you should try teaching a class on Skillshare, because I think you get like, she said you get like $1 for each person that takes the class, which, like, I don't know, with the way AdSense is, like, that would be such a great backup to have as an income. Like, that could be really lucrative, may I say. Obviously, I wouldn't really, like, I wouldn't be doing it just for the money. Obviously, the money would be good, but part of my, like, existential crisis that I was having last month, I was really thinking, like, why am I doing this? Why am I online? Why am I, like, putting my face out there? Why have I put my life out there like this? And I finally came to, like, this conclusion of, I don't know, just how when I'm, like, being myself and sharing my experiences, people actually do seem to benefit from that. And so I got from that I do want to share as much as I can and teach as much as I can. I'm rambling now and I'm getting really, like, deep for no reason. Okay, shall we revisit that top hand, because it's showing up that bottom hand now. I'm gonna mess about with the thing in the middle first. I'm getting a runny nose, so I apologise if I'm sniffling. I hope I'm not getting a cold. The weather right now is so horrible. My UK peeps will know. How's everyone else's weather? It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon for some people, and it's dark here, and I have to go out. It's pouring with rain. I'm not happy. And I've got a runny nose, and I could be getting a cold. Hot and humid. Where are you, Helen? A foot of snow. See, that would be cool as well. No sad faces for snow. Snow makes everything so bright and quiet. Love it. 40 degrees Celsius. Where are you guys? That's amazing. Oh my god. It's literally just like, it's not even pouring with rain. It's like a sad drizzle that's been happening all day. You know those nights where you really would rather not be leaving the house? Like, I should be watching the Winter Olympics with my mum. I haven't seen Ozzy in like 2 weeks, so, you know, it'll be worth it. It'll be nice to see him. It'll also be nice to get out of the house, because I spend way too much time inside, and then the longer I spend inside, the more I don't want to go outside. You know what I mean? I don't really know what I'm doing with this thing, but it's so fun to just mess about and pop stuff in. Yeah, okay, fair enough, Polo. San Diego, Australia. Oh wow, God, you guys have got some proper weather. Oh yes, curling. Oh my God, I fell in love with curling in the last Olympics. It's so good. God, you get so, like, sucked into it. It's so tense. I'm liking the Winter Olympics so far. I've been trying to watch a little bit here and there. I watched a tiny bit today of, like, the ski jumping, but most of it was people waiting around because it was too windy for them to set off. Favourite sport in the Winter Olympics? I do like the figure skating. I like that one, I don't know what it's called, but where they're all skating around in a circle. That's really tense. They did that today, actually. They had the finals today of that and I missed it, but I don't even know, I don't know how they do it. There's always someone, like, falling over someone else, but it's so exciting. Speed skating. Yeah. See, you guys, you know everything. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to coming to San Francisco. I'm only going to be there for 2 days, I think. It's part of a bigger trip. It all started because my sister's going to RollerCon, or some kind of roller convention in Vegas, and then my mum was like, oh, we'll come, but we're actually not going to Vegas. So my sister's going to Vegas, we're going to San Francisco, We're doing LA a few days here and there, but the main holiday is going to be to Maui, which is just crazy. My mum's wanted to go to Hawaii like her whole life, and things have been, we've had an ill family member for a while, and I think it's put things into perspective where my mum was like, you know what, we're not waiting around, I'm going to do the things I want to do. So yeah, we're doing the trip of a lifetime. She keeps calling it trip of a lifetime, and we're going to Hawaii. Roller derby. She isn't competing, I don't think. It's like they're doing like workshops and stuff. It must be a big deal if she's going all the way to Vegas for it, but God knows. She had like her World Cup a few days ago. It was like last week, the Roller World Cup. There's a red light on. I don't know what that means. Are we on? Yellow? Green? Okay, I don't know what's happening. Food tour. Oh my God. See... Oh, okay, now you're giving me like bad ideas. I never really like go into holidays thinking about the food, apart from when I was going to Mexico and I was like, yes. Yeah, I've never been like a proper, I don't know, I don't think of food when I go on holiday. Yeah, now I'm thinking, what's the food like in Hawaii though? What are there, all I can think of is like fresh fruit and stuff. I have no idea. I think like Americans must have a much better idea of what Hawaii is like because it's part of America and it's nearby, but it's so far away from here that very few people I know have been there, and it's not, I don't know, it's like a proper foreign territory. Just eat. See, you make me hungry now. I had proper British dinner tonight. Bangers and chips and beans. It was really nice though. Yelp, is that one of those like recommendation sites, apps? An app. I'm pretty sure we have it here. I'm a bit of an old lady when it comes to stuff like that. I have to find us somewhere to stay in San Francisco, and my mum keeps being like, have you found somewhere yet? I'm like, yeah, no, I'm looking. Thinking, I don't know how to work the Airbnb website. I don't know what I'm doing. I literally haven't even been like stopping to look at what I'm doing for so long. I know you're supposed to see your painting as a whole, rather than focusing on one thing, but I'm not even focusing on one thing. I'm just like not focusing, which I think is going quite well. Like it's coming together nicely on its own. This hand, we're just gonna. There's always one, isn't there? It's like when you do your eyebrows and one of them looks amazing and the other one is doing something completely different, and you're like, how are you doing that? That's this hand. I know. Sisters, not twins. I say that all the time. I'm like always comforting myself, like they're supposed to be sisters, not twins. I just want to understand why, you know? Why? Why is there always one that misbehaves? Yeah, the wrist, I just kind of smudged it around a bit just then, and it came together in some kind of way, and that's why I like moved away from it back onto these god awful fingers. We'll leave that wrist. think maybe like this knuckle's too bright. The fingers are just too sausagey, you know? And I don't know. We'll just keep mushing it around, tone it down a bit. That's why I love gouache. You can just like smudge it around, and some of the stuff that's there will stay there. Some of it will fade away. Look, already that has made such a good difference, right? They're not sausages anymore. Okay. What is it? This finger and this one. And that bit there, that looks like this person has frostbite. Yeah, when in doubt, smudge. And it's like with these drawings, I was saying, all you got to do is put some scribbly shading on there and it looks a bit more like a hand. With a painting, smudge it out. Smudge it until it looks right. I'm probably going to give this like 5 or 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to have to go put a coat on and head out. But I don't know. We'll see what I can get done in the next 10 or so minutes. I'm probably gonna end up ruining it. Oh, can you guys hear me all right, by the way? I've got this little microphone situation. I got the wrong one, because there's this one and then there's the more expensive one, and it's like, I don't know, 40 quid more or something, and I thought I'll only get the cheap one. But yeah, do you think so? Okay, good, because I just thought, you know, when you should go for the proper thing, and then you start being a bit cheap, and then you go for the cheaper one. I'm trying to get out of that mentality, but I will always be a cheapskate, and I will always be like a thrifty tightwad, I guess. I just love a good deal, and even though this wasn't a good deal, I just don't like parting with my money. I'm sure in time I'll invest a bit more in this setup. Okay, the Yeti isn't that much different. Well, that's good to know. That is very good to know. I like this. I mean, this liveness. I feel like it's brought something different to my art. And also, how cool is it going to be? I don't know if anyone else is feeling this, but how cool is it going to be when I'm doing like a flip through and you guys are watching it and you're going to be like, yeah, I was there for that. I wish it could be more like a mutual thing. Like, I would love to get that experience from you, if that makes sense. Like, I would love to see what you guys are up to, but then I also don't feel like I could do a face-to-face thing. Like, I'd freak out, I think, if there were a ton of faces actually looking at me, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm not making sense anymore. But I have gradually become a lot less nervous, so thank you guys. Thanks for being normal and kind and nice as always. I'm pulling it back, I think. I'm getting there. Look, Joe, no, I'm not spending any more money on paint. I had to like paint and sketchbooks. I have given myself a rule that like I'm not buying any more until I've finished the things I have, right? But apart from the oil paints that I'm gonna buy, obviously. Maybe I can buy like new media, but not any more of the same things that I already have. But sketchbooks, definitely, I can't buy any more of. It's just terrible. Thank you, Helen. I am glad. I do think they're looking better. Still this bit, and maybe this bit, and this is kind of fat, but you know, some people have fat fingers. Just like one sausage finger. Can we slim it down at all? Yes, that would be cool, Jade. It would be great, like, next time if you were all, like, drawing along and then we could share what we've drawn afterwards. That would be amazing. It's good motivation as well for people to get their drawing in. I've been doing my daily drawings. It's going well. It's going all right. I think the first major test will be this weekend that I'm spending at Aussie's, just because I don't think I've ever, like, I bring my sketchbook to his house, but I never actually end up drawing there because we'll end up just chilling out all the time. But it would be nice. My goal is to draw or paint his cat, like a little study of the cat. I think that would be really nice to do if she'll let me. She does like to lie on my lap in the bed. Yeah, it definitely pays off to just keep working at it until it stops looking so bad. I'm getting there. These fingers up here. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to test my, like, gestureness with this cat. Yeah, that's a good point. If you guys were all drawing, how would you be typing as well? I'd just be sitting here like, how is everyone? Silence. Okay, what am I going to do about this finger? When in doubt, smush it out, right? It does help having it up on the screen because I can see like an all of it view of it. The thing about being live, right? I get to, like, think about what I'm going to say. I'm saying like so much as well. I get to think about what I'm going to say in my videos normally, and I can edit out all the nonsense. What you guys are going to learn is that sometimes I say things that make absolutely no sense. Aussie calls it Inglig. It's like our own little language where, like, your brain completely gives up on you and you just say a sentence that has no sense to it. So yeah, every once in a while I apologise, but I do just talk complete nonsense. Yeah, I used to use the Pomodoro app. How much time would you invest on a drawing a day? The problem with me is my drawings take a lot more time than I would like them to. But then I don't know. Basically, what I'm doing is I do it first thing in the morning. So I wake up, I have my breakfast, and I start drawing before I have a shower, before I get dressed, before I do anything else. I start drawing then. And so, like, part of me wants to just get on with the rest of my day, so I'll rush it, but not rush it. It's a nice, enjoyable time, actually. It's been a lot of fun to do. But yeah, I think that helps me kind of stay in check with the amount of time I'm putting into it. Like, I want to finish what I'm drawing, but I want to do it well. I've tried the Pomodoro technique, but I always find that I don't want to take the breaks when it tells me to take the breaks. And I recently watched a video where a guy was saying that, you know, maybe not supposed to. I might try it again, actually, but yeah, actually I think I probably need to. It's a good system for productivity. Okay. I kind of want to... I haven't touched this black the whole time. No. Okay, no. this is where I start doing things that I can't undo. So I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna say that this is it for now. I might come home after this weekend and tweak it a bit more off camera, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. It might take some time for me to set this up into like a video that you can watch back. Yeah, I know, Ellen. I know. I'm not gonna use the black. The paintbrush is down. We're not doing that. Yeah, it's been really great to hang out. Thanks guys for being here. Thanks Anne. Anne was the first one here. Yeah, thanks guys for sticking around. It's been lovely to see you. Well, talk to you. Yeah, I'll try and get this video up. I will leave links below once it's up to Autumn's sketchbook Etsy shop. It's called Sketchbook Co, and also the Colour Wheel site that I was talking about. I'm like reading and talking at the same time, so I'm okay. Bye everyone. Thanks for being here. I don't even know how to. Okay. So random. Okay, bye guys.